And Mark, I want to hand over to you. Why don't you give us the skinny, a little bit of a brief on who you are and what you fill up your days with?
I guess you could call me a recovering CEO these days. I had 20 years running 6 different businesses, from a small textile business right up to running 40 countries for Gloria Jeans. I've always been involved in the turnaround space, but across a broad range of different kinds of organizations. So it's been an unusual journey. Started my career as a shop assistant in a menswear store in South Auckland with a zoology degree. So that's not really career advice, but it was an unusual start, and I became a Christian while I was at university, and came up through the sales and marketing side, and then had the privilege of running a whole bunch of different companies over 20 years, which was a fantastic experience. And then 3 years ago, when the Gloria Jeans had been turned around and we sold that business, I started a leadership advisory practice. And so I spend most of my time now with medium-sized businesses, helping them with leadership, strategy, and culture, and around the idea of helping organizations become much more effective, much more agile, and adaptable in a fast-moving environment.
Wow, that's cool. I want to pick up on one of the things you said, being Gloria Jeans. I mean, I know practically what you did there, but let's go a little bit deeper. What were some of the things that you did at Gloria Jeans to turn it around? What sort of marked improvement can you kind of hang your hat on there?
Sure. Look, it was a great business. It had grown really well, and then found itself in some difficulties. And I came in almost in the last chapter under private ownership, when the organisation was really, really struggling. So we had high number of the local franchise partners going broke, the international business not doing well, really systemic issues right across the platform. Sales were going back at 5%. We had some legal issues, had a whole bunch of things going on. But within 18 months, we got the average franchise partner 25% better off. We got the sales moving ahead at 5%, so we shifted sales window by 10%. A lot of the legal issues that we had were dealt with. The banks were under control, and the organisation was starting to grow in a much better space. And then we started having a few people wanting to buy us, and we kind of went down that track over the next 6 months.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So you had a swing of 10% in sales if you were 5 behind to 5 in front. Now, a 10% swing in sales across a global company, that's a very solid effort.
Yeah, it was. We had some great people on board. We had a pretty urgent, burning platform. We had to move the things pretty quickly, which kept everybody focused. And I'm a big believer in the grace of God, and there was plenty of that floating around Gloria Jeans for those couple of years.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. That's so cool.